Welcome to the Dad Challenge podcast. My name is Josh.
Oh, I forgot how exciting that was. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Tom.
And guys, we're very excited to bring back the OG podcast platform style that we used to do. It's been kind of a journey. Actually.
We're back, baby.
We're back. Boom. If you didn't know, Tom is the guy on the poster taking the picture of the dirty diaper.
I don't even
That's
recognize
me.
him.
I know, he's like,
That's me.
He's come a long way. Tom was here since day one. We, podcasting, doing the things we were doing, and then life gets in the way and everything. But Tom's always been our guy that's come on once in a while. We're going to talk about who Tom is, and we'll talk about who Jeff is. So Jeff, how did this whole thing start? How did it start?
The origins, the beginning, it was actually just in the next room beside the litter boxes is where this was birthed.
Was it in the theater room?
Come so far.
It was in the theater room. Yeah, I don't know. How did it go? You had the idea, of course. You're always the mastermind behind the creativity, but you were kind of like, hey, this would be a great idea if we could get some dads together and talk about the stuff that all the stuff we deal with, like the underwear we
how
like
many
to wear.
diapers you changed.
Yeah.
Oh, the diapers, yeah.
And how often, talk about things that dads aren't really talked about a lot. Like we did 7-day sex challenge, which is a big one. We did who can gain the most weight in 3 days.
Yeah, that was just dumb. But I won.
Here's the thing with
Champion.
that. I was dumb because I was like, I'll just eat gross food. I didn't actually think about packing the weight. Jeff ate the weight of the food and then weighed himself by eating like 100 pounds of sushi.
I ate as much sushi as I possibly
it was
could.
Sushi. Yeah,
We did
I
the
remember
keto.
that, yeah.
We did the keto challenge. Who can lose the most weight? And I think it was you, Tom, wasn't it? 22 pounds or
Yeah,
something like that. No.
yeah.
And how long was that? 30 days?
For how?
A week?
The
For how much we? I didn't do the keto
no,
thing
he
because I'm not
didn't do
keto. I don't do that.
Oh,
He's
that's right.
vegan over there.
But
But what did you do? Who won? You won.
Veganish. It's veganish. Sorry.
Vegan-
Jeff hates it.
guys,
Jeff is
Doesn't
not
matter.
vegan. He's just healthy. Can we say that? Can we say that?
I try. Well, you could say it. I don't know if it's true, but I try.
All right, so let's go around the table. Tom, who are you? Tell the viewers.
Why is
Mostly
it so hot
moms.
in here?
It's not hot.
I think I chugged that coffee so fast I'm like sweating to death now.
You like some vanilla bean?
No,
This is really good. It's like ice cream.
it is ice cream.
Yeah.
It's really
It's a
good.
milkshake.
Okay, Tom,
Yeah.
tell us who you are.
I'm a dad.
What do you do for a living? You're a dad, yes?
Yeah. I'm in the financial industry. So I'm a portfolio manager.
Making money.
What does that mean? Why did you put it in
I'm a
quotes?
glorified financial advisor, really.
Okay. So do you deal with really wealthy people all the time?
Yes.
Are they all dicks?
No. Most
You
of
have
them
to
are
say
actually
that.
really nice.
Okay,
No,
good.
for real.
All right, I believe you.
For real. Most of our clients are retired.
Just
so
lost
like,
all his
they're really
clients.
nice. No, they're really nice.
Let's just be like, fired, asshole.
Yeah, I'm work in the financial industry. I'm a foster dad.
You have three
Adopted dad.
You have 3 adopted kids.
I do.
And how many kids have you fostered?
12.
That's
12
awesome.
kids.
That
12
has like a
kids in
football
10
team.
years. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and so
Yeah.
explain a little bit for those. A lot of people that are interested in fostering and adopting.
Yeah.
That world, and if you guys don't know Mark, he'll be on next week. He's coming next week. Mark does the same thing. He fosters now. How hard is it to foster?
Am I the only loser that doesn't foster? Like,
Yeah, you're a
I
loser,
had a
man.
hamster once.
Jeff is like he doesn't love anybody, just himself.
He can't love.
That is
It's not true.
that's
He's a
what
dog.
it comes to.
He is a dog.
No, but
Again, it's not for everybody for sure. Because
No, it's
ask
not.
Tom, how hard is it when you bring in a kid, you get attached to that kid, and you did it 12 times.
So I want to say it's easy, but the hardest part is when they leave. Is the attachment.
sure.
So we've had kids for 16 months. We've had kids for 2 months. We've had kids for 2 weeks. So it really varies.
The longer, the harder, though, I imagine.
The
right?
longer, the harder. And we do like babies only. So
Okay.
that makes it harder too, for sure.
Especially all the diapers and stuff you have to change.
I do change a
Do you?
lot of diapers. Yeah.
So one of the big things we did in the Dad Challenge podcast when we interviewed dads is we asked them what percentage of diapers, and you can go back and listen to our podcast. You're not going to, but basically I won with the most unchanged diapers.
That's
Unchanged.
a win.
Unchanged.
I was 100% the winner on that one.
Where was Tom? I thought no, because it was
think-
corroborated by Jeff's wife. He did 50% or more. You said more though.
No, I didn't.
You said 50%?
I said less. She gave me
She
50.
gave you more, okay, and then you said what? 30%?
Something like that.
And I said 7%, and I think I got I said 5 and I got 7, so
Yeah.
I got more than. So that's kind of one of the big
I
things.
think
we
in
did.
numbers, I would probably win though.
You probably win.
Oh,
it
you
numbers
got
for sure.
you got
yeah.
diapers
I've had
galore.
diapers in my house for 12 years. Now,
Yeah,
so.
that's a lot
So-
of diapers. Soon you're going to be changing your own diapers, and then
Exactly. It's just never going to end.
You're never going to be out of diapers, Tom. I'm sad for you.
Infinite cycle of diaper changing.
Okay, I got to bring this topic up. We just did a photo the other day when we did One Leaf Falls meme. Because what we're going to do on this podcast, I think with Tom and Jeff, I'm really excited about this, is recreating good memes. I don't know why I want to do it. I think it's fun. We had some fun. I'm like, Tom, can you bring some of these things that look, because Tom's wife is very fashionable. She has an Instagram. You go follow her below. We got our link. And she's in, like, she knows fashion. She's very nice at fashion. I don't know how you say that. She's nice at fashion? How do you say this? She's
fashionable.
in tune. She's an influencer.
In tune with, yeah, sure.
She's
good fashion sense.
So the funniest,
there you go.
Yeah, she has good fashion sense.
and the money to
and the money to pay that stuff. And here's what's funny about that. Tom brings a bucket of stuff to the house.
Yep.
And we're pulling the stuff out. I'm like, why does this bag have its own bag? I'm not realizing that it's probably expensive.
That's a fancy bag that had its own bag.
Did it?
So.
Exactly. Because someone commented on the YouTube, like, who let you take the bag? I'm like, why? Is this a good bag? And then she sent me a link to the bag. It was like $1,500 for a purse.
Was that the one that I was holding with the gold
that's the one I
medallion
had.
on it?
That's
the
the one
you
I think
had.
Tom made sure he got that one.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Did you know the value of that purse?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay. I was going to say, did you just grab a bunch of stuff and not realize how expensive it was?
Well, I did just grab a bunch of stuff, but once I saw it, I was like, oh, shoot, I probably shouldn't have brought that one.
Don't give that one to Josh. 'Cause he's definitely going to drop that. Okay, so I thought that was kind of funny that Katie, did she let you take that stuff? Like, you asked your permission?
Kind of, yeah.
You asked for forgiveness after.
I asked her where it was.
I'm taking some things, then you leave. I asked her where it was. All right, so let's go. Jeff.
How exotic did I look in those pictures, though?
I mean, you looked like the friend we needed to complete our politically correct circle of friends. I don't know if that's bad to say, but you definitely look like the one from somewhere far away.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Jeff, for those, a lot of people know you on the podcast, but tell us a little bit more. Like, they don't know a lot about you. Tell us about you.
No, I'm a husband, dad, 3 kids. I am a firefighter, full-time job. The only job that makes me money, actually. And, and I do pretty much everything with you, except if it's talking about Micah.
Yeah, Jeff can't do the tea. Can't do the
I don't
drama.
like it.
Doesn't like it. Doesn't like it.
So I apologize if that's what you're into, but I don't want to be into it. So that's why I'm not always on all the things that we do. But
yeah, and because this kind of the podcast took a switch when I started talking about that, which I didn't realize it would do this.
That's fine.
So, but again, this is what we're bringing this format back because we had a vision, we had a dream.
Oh yeah.
I have a dream to talk to dads about being awesome. Not that we're awesome. We try our best to be awesome.
Yeah.
No, in fact, we're talking about how often we're not awesome.
Right, exactly.
To hopefully make ourselves more awesome and help you.
And others.
And we bring on
dads
guys
to
like
be
Dr.
awesome.
Kirk, who's got a lot of awesome insight.
Oh, man.
Other dads, like we're all about just like seeing. A lot of times it's about trying to find our own faults so we can have a conversation about it to be better, right? I think that's the big thing, right? So that's what we're doing. All right, that's good. So you guys know me. I'm not going to tell you about me anymore. Jeff, dad joke of the week, please.
Oh, you want that now? I'm not ready for this.
There's all this. Remember we had the scratch ticket challenge? It's still embedded into the table.
There's another challenge we did.
Yeah, the scratch ticket challenge. Jeff won the first one. Then we did the next one and we was dumb. We're never doing that again.
No.
That was a waste of
too much money.
Big waste of money.
Imagine how many people would get helped with that money. Thanks a lot, Tom.
Tom.
That's my idea.
It was your
That's my
idea.
idea. Dad joke of the week, Jeff. Come on. You didn't have it?
I did have it,
Be
but
ready.
Hey, don't be like that.
So amateur.
Where did the ones I had before go?
This guy. Imagine pulling up to a fire unprepared like this. People die.
I'm glad he's here with those candles.
That's true.
Lit over there.
That smells good.
I
though,
do
eh?
kind of like the
leather.
ambiance. Ooh.
Cat pee and candles.
All right, this is the one that I
Okay,
found that I
here
like
we
the
go.
most.
Okay.
Lay it out.
Finally.
This. You guys suck. When you guys ever get a dad joke, all you do is just not laugh at the dad jokes I find.
That's what the
All
point
right,
is.
I usually say autumn instead of fall. Sometimes it can be my down autumn. You got to think about that one a bit.
Yeah, it's not good.
No.
Nope.
No, it's not good. None of them are good, but you make me do this.
Sometimes we have a chuckle, though. Sometimes we're like, huh.
No chuckles.
Or we go,
No.
if you get the little air,
The little
that
air-
one's terrible.
nose air,
Okay.
yeah.
One more.
What's the problem with eating too much pumpkin pie this time of year?
What?
You get an autumniac? I don't even know how to say that one. Shut up. Move on.
Autumniac?
You have to like
get-
read it.
You
read
get
it. I got you.
autumniac.
Dumb.
Yeah, it's
No,
terrible.
that's
Also
dumb.
dumb.
What do you call a pepper in late autumn?
What?
A little chili.
See?
That was a little better.
I mean, a 5-year-old could laugh at that one. Okay, no more. You're done. There's no more good
Why do we
jokes.
do this bit?
Because it's not funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Got some would you rathers, boys. My favorite point of the show has always been this.
Your
Okay.
favorite what?
This has always been my favorite segment of the show.
Okay.
Always. And you guys answer this question below as well. Would you rather be in a meeting and let one huge fart out, right? Or be in a meeting and let 25 multiple silent but deadlies out?
Like one super loud one?
Yeah,
or a
where it's
whole
like
bunch of
everybody hears
silence?
it and you're like, oh, sorry. Or let 25 multiple silent but like disgusting deadly
Like
farts.
everyone knows it was
They
you? or
don't know
can
it's
I-
you. They
can
don't
I-
know it's you.
No, the loud one.
Yes, they know it's
Can
you.
I like creak my chair and be like,
Nope,
No?
they know it's you. Unequivocally, they know it's you. And look, when you're answering these questions, people, there's no third answer. Liberty's like, well, I would do this. No, this is not.
No, you pick
don't,
one.
You have to pick one of the answers. I'm clearly going to do the 25 silent but deadlies. I don't want people.
Not me.
I don't think so either.
Crack the big
Okay,
one.
depends
I'll
on
tell you
the
why.
meeting.
I'll tell you why you crack the big one. Because eventually 25 silent deadlies, you may get away with the first 10.
No,
There
I
is
don't even think you get away with 10.
No, I'm being conservative. There's 25 farts coming, right? So even if you get 10 in
That's
and
a
nobody's
lot.
figured it out yet, 11, they know.
Oh,
Like,
for
you-
sure.
Someone's going to zero in on it because they're going to walk by the coffee and be like, yeah, it's definitely this
For
kid.
sure. No, for sure.
But,
that's
I mean, in
Jeff
the
for
world of
sure.
like, you can't call them out though. That person, you're not going to be like, this is the one who's farting.
But everybody knows it.
So, okay, but it also depends on the company. If
And-
Jeff's in a meeting with a bunch of firefighters, they're probably all farting anyway.
Absolutely. That's happening.
But if you're in a corporate meeting, so let's say you're at
Yeah,
your
yeah,
meeting,
yeah.
Tom. You're at one of your meetings with rich people.
That's true.
What are you doing?
I'm going silent.
really? It's 25 silent but deadlies.
That's a lot of.
That's 20. Yeah, that's true.
I'm telling
You know
you.
those ones that burn a little bit, and they're like, you know,
Maybe I just
they
let it
hot-
go and just don't say anything and act like it didn't happen.
I'm telling you though, if you give an like you get epic resonation off of the seat that you're sitting in this meeting, sounds so good. You can almost take pride in that. Whereas on that 11th smelly fart, I'm serious. You know, you own that. You'd be like, hey, that's I ate fiber. What are
In
you
what
gonna do?
world-
though? All you're gonna be if you go the alternate route and they know it on the 11th fart, they figure it out. This is Tom Stinky is what they're gonna be saying.
Okay, so maybe
and they're
the
gonna be
answer-
talking around the water cooler later. They're gonna be like, that guy reeks.
Okay, what if they don't know? What if? Okay, let's rephrase the question then. To like,
How do you rephrase
okay,
it?
so you 25 silent but deadlies that no one knows who did it, or one big one they know who did it.
I just think that's unrealistic. That's not happening. You're not doing 25. No, you're not doing 25 without
I
someone
will
figuring out
feed
that it's
you.
you.
I will
okay,
feed you my Swedish meatballs, and I promise you'll have 25 silent deadly farts, no problem.
But what I'm saying is the part that's unrealistic is that they're going to know it's you. That's the part that's unrealistic.
Okay, well let's hold.
So So in this mystical world you're talking about where nobody figures out that it's you, that's what I go.
I
with.
think it
Okay.
really depends on the environment you're in.
Right. I
Sure.
agree. So your environment,
If I'm
just
with
farting.
firefighters, I'm going to let it rip.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
absolutely.
I'll
But
let it
if
rip
I'm,
right
sitting
here.
in, if I'm sitting in front of clients,
I've already
talking
farted
about
6 times, like since we started.
I'm
This
going to say,
conversation.
if I'm with you guys, I'm doing the 25 silent but deadlies, and I don't care if you know, because I want you to suffer with me.
Yes.
Have you ever farted like? And it was. I remember working at a place.
This is why no one listens.
I have to talk about this. It was one of those memories I've had that I can't get out of my head. Generally, when you fart at your own brew, you're like, it's not bad. It's your own brew. You sniff it. Why do you always sniff your own brew anyway? You know you sniff your own brew.
I think it's
Sure.
probably some kind of like caveman type thing.
Like
where
you make sure
like,
you're okay?
Yeah, you're just like if it smelled like I don't know something horrible like mold or something. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't know.
Okay, so I think. So I'm working at this
Let's
place.
move on from the farts.
I'm sitting in this. I have to. Sorry, I have to do the story. I'm sitting in the one of the booths, it's like my manager's booth. He was gone for lunch or something. I don't know what I ate. I don't no idea. But this was one of those
Guaranteed
farts.
it
Like,
was sugar.
no, I don't think it was. I think
Oh.
it was like open-ended egg rolls or something someone had brought in that day that I've never had. They were really good.
It's an open-ended egg roll.
I'll have to show you. They're amazing.
Okay.
But I farted, and even to me, I was like, oh my gosh. I had to leave. I couldn't handle my own brew. Like I was like, I almost barfed my own fart. To this day, I've never experienced something like that ever before. People were walking by. I had to leave. People were walking by like, oh my God, you could hear. I was on the other side of the warehouse, and people were like, oh my God. They had to shut down that part of the warehouse for like 10 minutes. Nobody could walk in the area.
Business ceased.
Yes, in that one zone. And I did all returns for this auto parts store. nobody was allowed to walk there because they thought there was something. They thought something died.
Leak.
Yeah.
Hazardous material.
So bad.
Propane's leaking.
I don't know what happened to me. I should have went to the doctor, but it was one of those days.
That's just something you
Wow.
ate something that your stomach's not used to digesting, and it couldn't handle it.
It was crazy. Anyway, next topic. Okay, here's a good one because we're coming up on Halloween.
Yeah.
Coming up on Christmas. Just our two favorite things in the world. Well, it's Thanksgiving. What's your favorite?
I don't know.
It's not
I'm
Thanksgiving.
not a huge holiday guy, really.
Really? Dude, Christmas.
It's because you got too many
Christmas is
kids. It's
good,
too many presents to buy.
Would you rather live forever in Halloween or live forever in Christmas? Easy.
Oh,
Christmas.
Simple.
Yeah,
Christmas.
Christmas. Sure.
Let's see what the majority vote. Yeah, 45 say Christmas, the 19 say Halloween. No way. Everybody wants to live in Christmas because it's so nostalgic for even people who have crappy lives.
It's the best. Could you pick like one Christmas to relive too? I'd relive the one where I got my Nintendo.
Oh, I got
The original
1980.
NES.
When did I get my Nintendo?
85?
Mine was 86 because I had to wait
86?
a year.
Might have been 86
No,
for me too.
we got ours late.
We probably got Mars late too.
Okay, it was the most epic Christmas of all time. We
was the
played
bestest ever.
I
Star
was
Tropics. We played Mario World. We played Duck Hunt. It was like the 2 days straight. We played Duck Hunt.
I was born in
Mario World
85.
and-
We born. These guys born when we got our Nintendos. One more would rather. We'll move on to the next topic. Let's see. This one's for Jeff.
Oh, no.
Always
Would
for
you
me.
rather always be itchy or always be sweaty?
Ooh.
Sweaty?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I can't. You'd go crazy.
Let's see what
Yeah.
people say.
I
have
have.
to agree with that.
It's close. 20 to 18. Sweaty to itchy.
Really?
Yeah.
So first of all, I already am always sweaty, and I can live with that. But I sometimes get itchy when my skin flares up, and I don't enjoy that.
Yeah, I don't like being itchy either.
hate
And I'm something's happening as I get older. I'm starting to get way more allergies like affected me. Like I don't know,
It
sugar.
might be this.
I doubt it's this.
It's that.
Here's one for
That
you,
is
Jeff.
too much sugar. That's
you rather-
That's your like monthly intake of sugar.
Would you rather only be able to eat chicken for meat or beef?
Ooh.
Chicken.
Beef.
See,
Beef?
here's
Oh, yeah,
the
for
thing.
sure.
It's that there is a third answer to this one because you don't have to eat either.
No, it's a would you
But
rather.
you said for
It's a
meat.
would you
It's for
rather.
meat.
Okay,
Okay.
so the question is, would you rather
So
eat chicken
if-
or meat?
If I could
Or
only
beef.
if I could only eat one or the other for the rest of my life.
Chicken's healthier, right?
Yeah, but at this point, I don't care. I think they're both equally unhealthy, so I would pick beef because I think it
Yeah,
tastes
because it
better.
tastes better. All right, we're done. Well, unless I got a funny one. Okay, last one for Thanksgiving. Would you rather get eaten alive or eat someone else alive?
I'm 100% eating someone else alive.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
obviously.
ridiculous.
Thanksgiving weekend, everybody.
How's that a Thanksgiving?
Yeah, everybody says that. Eat someone else alive.
Yeah.
Be like, okay,
That
good.
doesn't even make any
Which
sense.
holiday has your favorite meal?
There's one freak out there that
Give me
would
that
check,
one.
though, want to be eaten or something.
Favorite meal holidays.
Well,
Which holiday is
I mean,
your
we got
favorite meal?
Thanksgiving, we got Christmas. They're
Thanksgiving
the
and
same.
Christmas are
They're
basically the same.
And Easter's the same too.
No, ham.
no.
You got ham on
ham,
Easter.
I don't like ham.
guess. I don't.
Although
like
this
ham
year at Christmas, I want to do something different this year. Is don't people order Chinese food on Christmas Eve?
We do
Isn't
it.
that- you do that?
Yep.
I'm going to do that
Christmas
this year.
Eve?
Do you do that?
No.
What do you guys do?
Actually, I'm sorry. We do sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I've never done
Trish's-
that.
Yeah.
Trish's parents do that.
either. Yeah, we do it all the time.
So, what is your favorite holiday meal?
Oh, I'm a turkey and stuffing
You are?
guy. I
Okay.
love turkey stuffing.
I can't do too much of it.
If I had to pick a final meal, like electric chair
closer.
meal, my electric chair meal would be Thanksgiving dinner.
It would be.
I'd eat the turkey. I'd eat it all.
I'm not really a huge fan of turkey. I'm not really a big
I like
into
it.
turkey. Yeah,
It's my favorite meal.
I don't eat it all the time. That's probably why I like it so much.
that's true.
The smell, turkey dinner cooking.
Oh yeah.
It's like the
Oh
best
yeah,
thing
like
on
the
face of
smell.
the
Like you
planet.
come home from that's true. I get it. But yeah, I know what I do though. I deep fry turkeys at Thanksgiving. So this weekend I'll
That's
deep fry
good,
it.
too.
I have this big deep fry out back.
Oh, yeah?
Kathy hates that I do this, by the way. I deep fry the thing for 45 minutes. It's like KFC. The whole thing tastes like KFC,
Yeah,
and it's amazing.
yeah.
I love mashed potatoes though. If I had my choice to be, like, if you could do good mashed potatoes, I love mashed potatoes over anything. So,
Put some roasted garlic in your mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Anyway, that's good. That's a good question, Tom. Also, you gain like 15 pounds at Christmas. Everybody does, and you're
Oh,
like,
yeah,
no one
'cause
cares.
it's not just turkey, and because
Yeah,
that's
it's
all the other
appetizers
stuff
literally
too.
every night.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't wait to Christmas movies. I can't wait. It's not time for Christmas. I want to save it because I get excited in November
Save
1st.
You can use all our material.
I know. All right, Jeff, we're gonna bring back the popular
What is this?
Day of the year, please.
Oh my goodness. Why?
So we used to do this thing where we would do, what is the day of the year today? And it sucked. So we'd stop doing it. But, for nostalgia
But it's
purposes,
back.
it's back now. What's the day
And
of
it
the year?
better be a good one.
The day of the years are never good, Tom. So don't get your hopes up, buddy.
Hopefully it's better than those dad jokes.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Okay, what's the first one?
You look at the history on my phone, and it's stupid dad jokes and stupid days of the year. All right. National Leif Erikson Day.
Who's that?
I don't know, some guy.
Cool.
From Iceland, I read, and then I stopped reading because I'm like, boring.
Ice snacks. We don't care.
National Moldy Cheese Day.
Oh,
What?
You don't like blue cheese? Go get some wings and
Love
eat some
blue
blue
cheese.
cheese.
Blue cheese is mold?
love blue cheese.
Yeah,
It is?
What did you think the
Moldy
blue part
cheese.
was?
I don't know, but it's gross.
It's delicious.
Blue
Is
cheese
it?
is gross.
On
I had a
anything.
salad yesterday.
Isn't it
with
like
blue
super-
cheese dressing?
Really?
Blue cheese is
Isn't it
incredible.
very, very,
I
very
love it.
potent?
It's so good though. Like even when I go for cauliflower wings,
Yeah.
I know you can make fun of me as much as you want, but they're good.
I'll try one.
But I still like. I don't usually like to eat cheese, but blue cheese is dynamite,
Okay.
and you need it with your.
I'll try it.
Put it on
And
your
then the-
steak. Yeah.
The last one, I don't even know what this means. It's aggravating. National Pro-Life Cupcake Day. What does that mean?
Who makes these days again? Can you
The
click it?
National
Read it.
Day
Read it.
calendar.
Read it. What does it mean? Pro-life cupcakes.
National Pro-Life Cupcake Day encourages open dialogue and exchange of cupcakes.
I'm down with that though. No
Let's
matter
talk
what the
about-
dialogue is, if there's cupcakes, I'm in.
I
That's kind of
love
funny.
killing cupcakes.
I know, who doesn't?
It's my right. All right, now it's my favorite time of day of the podcast.
Yes.
Story time with Uncle Jeff. Now, Uncle Jeff, you have told us this story before on the podcast, but no one's going to go listen to it.
No one did
They
because
need-
it was on an episode that never aired.
Is that
It's
the
never
episode?
been aired.
Yeah, so good. So they haven't heard it then.
Yes.
Awesome. And I don't know if
It's a
that
good
episode
one.
will ever air, so don't ask about it.
It probably
But
won't.
before we do, we had to write a jingle for this.
So don't ask about it.
Don't you dare ask.
You definitely in trouble if you ask. Okay. That's going to be that hidden episode that someday we'll release when we're famous. This story is amazing, by the way.
Oh,
What happened?
Thor's hammer.
Oh. That's what she said.
The quality of this jingle is going to dictate the quality of the story.
Here we go.
Sounds delightful.
Get into this. I want at least 3 verses.
Story time with Uncle Jeff. Yeah. All right.
That's it?
Good.
Yep.
Yep, that's it.
All right.
I like it.
You need to work on that. I want you
Okay,
to write some verses.
Jeff, tell me the bag of dicks story. People have we have alluded to this before
man.
in past chats. People are wondering. I need you to give me the full story,
I
and
feel
it's
like
this
you
is
should-
amazing.
All right. This story comes from firefighting days. And we were out in the truck cruising around the city. I think we were actually returning from a call. So this particular section of road has a winding bend in it. And you got to picture it. There's a boulevard section in the center that has, flowers and stuff like that.
Pretty.
A couple lanes of traffic going on. It's actually quite beautiful, yes. And there's what do you call the guardrails on the side, right? Because of the curve. So
Yeah.
the big 8x8 posts with the metal guardrail. So at this particular point in the road, we're driving up, and there is a lady dragging a dog on a leash from the boulevard section across our lane, struggling with this enormous black garbage bag, like slung over her shoulder like Santa Claus almost, right? Trying to drag her. It's falling off her shoulder because it's clearly heavy. She's dragging it. The dog's dragging her. And so we actually stopped the truck.
Yeah.
Because what's happening is it's dangerous. This is a dangerous situation. She's jaywalking across the street on a bend in the road where there's obstruction of vision for drivers. This is a dangerous situation. So us being responsible, we decided to stop the truck, block the traffic for her. So we also hop out of the truck because now she's trying to get to the sidewalk with the enormous black garbage bag and dragging the dog over top of the guardrail. Like not an easy feat for
For a
an
normal
athlete.
person.
Yeah. But so here we go. This is happening. So we hop out, and as we do, this bag is not tied shut. So we get a glimpse inside the bag. Inside the bag, literally full of unwrapped phallic
Devices.
intimate toys. I'm not
I'm
joking.
laughing so I've heard the story 5 times. It's never not funny.
I'm not joking. So you're looking at it, you're like,
Like, how many are we talking?
it's a bag full.
Like, hundreds?
I don't know about that. I didn't count them, but like, well, it's okay.
Just one.
Let's be realistic. How much would one of those weigh?
I don't know. A couple pounds, maybe?
Like,
No,
'cause
pound?
hard rubber though. I mean, you fill it like you
Maybe
fill
a
a bag
pound.
with them. How many think you could? How many do you think you could carry?
I could carry about 100 dicks.
You think you could? How many rubber wieners could you carry, Tom?
Never done
I'd
that.
probably say close to 100. What do you think
100
would fit
rubber
in that
wieners? You
bag?
think so?
I mean, let's say
I bet you
it's,
that's
let's
gonna
say
be
they're
heavy.
about a
I don't
pound
think-
each.
I don't think the bag's going to hold up to that.
That's true,
That's
too.
true,
That,
yeah.
That's
that
100
matters.
pounds in a garbage bag.
That's
So
true.
Even if they're a
there's
pound each.
40 of them in there.
So I'm saying, yeah, like, I mean, she was struggling with the bag. We helped her lift the bag.
And nobody said anything.
Did you lay hands on the bag?
Yeah, on the corner of the bag.
This is pre-COVID.
Buddy. No,
they're-
but still, you jump back in, it's hand sanitizer everywhere, right? Like,
Well, they were used,
Right.
right?
like,
They weren't brand.
sprayed it up in the
They
air.
were used out of the
Rained down.
package. So
Why
Well, that's
would-
what I'm saying.
There's so many questions.
Yes, that's the question too. Is where was she going, and where did she come from? How do you have
a thrift
that?
store.
You could be,
Adult section at the thrift store.
or
Don't
she
go in there. It
But
stinks.
this is the thing.
It stinks in there.
Where she was crossing, there was nothing of the sort in that area. There was no stores. There was no pawn shops. There was no there wasn't a dumpster. Like, are you taking that to a dumpster? I don't know where she was going. It was a residential neighborhood.
I feel like you
I don't
missed
care
an
where she's
opportunity.
going.
Yeah.
Why do you have that many?
Why didn't you ask her?
Yeah.
Are you? It's rude,
I mean, some
maybe?
people are into variety, right? Women have lots of shoes.
Sure,
too,
but
sometimes, right?
I
I have
almost-
lots of shoes.
I'm at a point where I'm like, hey, lady, no judgment. Good for you. Where did you get this bag of dicks?
But see, this is the thing. In the situation, you're so shocked
Yeah,
at what
yeah.
you're seeing.
true.
You don't even. It hasn't even
Yeah, that's
sunk
true.
in yet what you've seen, and you hop back in the truck, and all of us, I swear, we didn't even start the truck and start driving. We were just kind of like, look at each other, like, was that a bag of dicks? The only thing that would make this story better, and I wish this had happened, if one had like rolled out of the bag and the dog like picked it up and started shaking his head.
I just,
But
I feel like, again, if you're out there listening to this story, Bag of Dicks lady, please, can you reach out to us and tell us, no judgment, like, good for you. Do what you got to do. Like, awesome for you. Why and where do you get a giant bag of these things?
I don't know.
When there's nothing around, and where's across the street? Where was she going? Was there like
This
a
is what I'm
house?
saying. It's a residential neighborhood. I don't know. And part of me wants to know. Like, where I mean, if you're going like on a sleepover, do you need all of them?
Was she like a rough-looking lady, or was she like
she's looking
I
presentable?
actually don't remember that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I feel like she was.
Isn't there like
I feel like
sales
she wasn't
ladies for
young.
that?
Oh,
Like,
was it
not
a sex
like-
party, like
like a-
MLM lady?
Like an
No, there's no way they carried a
She was
garbage bag.
Arbonne for sex toys type of thing?
Not in a garbage
Maybe.
bag with a dog. I don't think so.
And for me, I was kind of. It was
I guess
like
she had her dog.
She
That
didn't
doesn't-
look
yeah.
like she didn't look like she was going to like a trade show, like dressed in like fishnet. And even then, you'd probably have a briefcase of dicks, right? At that
And
point,
they'd probably be wrapped.
Yeah, you
like,
probably
they
have,
wouldn't
like,
they'd
a
still be
backdrop
trapped
they
that
in
you
might
put
not
up.
be, but they'd probably be on like a chain so people can't take them away too, right, or something like.
This one's nice. This one's digital.
Look, but don't touch.
That's awesome. So
I don't know.
that's one of my favorites. Jeff has amazing stories of being a firefighter. Like, he's seen on some gross, heartbreaking stories of things and stuff like that. Anything happened recently? Anything? You were at work yesterday?
We had a pretty good, not good. I shouldn't say that. We had an extrication that was successful the other day, which was exciting.
So
like,
Jeff
for us,
gets to. Jeff is the guy that his team does all the. Don't you guys do all the specialty stuff?
We do a lot of specialty stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
we do tech rescue stuff. So we do high angle, we do trench rescue, we do confined space rescue, we do water and ice rescue, we do all the auto extrication stuff. We do a lot of that stuff.
do.
So we do specialty training for that.
They got all the toys.
There's other crews around the city that do similar stuff, but it is limited to the crews that
I feel like you're probably not the lead on the confined space one, though.
I run the controls. We joke about that often.
Head
yeah.
in there, little dude.
I'm not a huge fan. I don't like
What's
it.
the best part about being like? We should do this another day, but like, I feel like Jeff goes to work 2 days a week unless he's overtime, right? But he works 24-hour shifts, which is crazy. So in a week you work 48 hours.
42 hours is what it works out to with the way it works. So we
Okay.
do 42-hour work weeks basically.
But it's amazing because it's like Monday or Friday, or like you get days off in between.
Yeah.
Right. And it's incredible when you're basically busy because you're in a very busy area of the world of Ontario. But has there ever been a day where you're just like nothing happened?
Sure.
And on your down days, are you allowed to watch Netflix? Are you allowed to cook meals together? Or like, what do you do? Do you guys build
Sleep.
friendships? Do you sleep? What do you do?
Well, you're there for 24 hours, so there is a dorm where you can rest. I always feel like I have to justify this when talking to people, but people are like, oh, you get to sleep at work. That seems to be the first thing that anybody gets to say.
Yep.
Like to a teacher, oh, you get the whole summer off. That's what they want to say, right?
Yeah.
Sleeping at work when you're a firefighter, it's different, right?
Yep.
You're always kind of aware of where you are and what's going to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
The chances of falling into a deep sleep are pretty slim.
And you kind of train your body to do that.
I guess. I don't know if that's a good thing. I feel like it's to my detriment sometimes, like, because then at home I wake up at this morning, I woke up at like 4 a.m.
Okay.
And finally I fell back to sleep, thankfully. But sometimes I get up at that time because I can't sleep.
Okay.
And therefore I can't come on lives with you because I'm sleeping at like 9 o'clock like an old man after watching Matlock.
But is there really good stuff you guys get to do? Like, what's the most enjoyable part of the job, regardless of like all the tech toys and all the stuff? But what's the funnest part of being a firefighter?
I would say, through high school, I loved being on sports teams. I did some university teams as well. I like being part of a team, and when you're a firefighter, you're part of a team, right? So you hang with the same guys all the time. You go through experiences together, like extricating somebody or going into a fire, putting a fire out. All those things. You train together. You joke around. Like, it's nonstop, like jokes, right? Like we degrade each other all the time, but it's all in fun. Right?
Okay.
And then that's how, like, so that to me would be the best. Like, we cook together, we do all those things together, right? So that's the most fun. But then, I mean, you're also, there's satisfaction in helping people too.
That's true.
But that has a double-edged sword,
especially ladies
too.
with big giant bags of dicks.
But you also, there's some people you can't help, right? Which is a sucky part of the job.
Yeah.
So.
Jess, and maybe we'll get into another day.
Yeah.
But today we're a little bit lighter.
Yeah, we're having fun.
Let's get into grievances, which is also my favorite. Everything's favorite, except for days of the year. Jeff, do you have a grievance? So every episode we try to do an airing of grievances where this is therapy for us. Something that pisses you off. Jeff hates my neighborhood because it's full of D-bags who pull out in front of him.
It's not my grievance today.
Okay, what's your grievance?
Okay. I had to go to the grocery store early this morning. I hate the arrows on the ground.
It's so true.
It makes me so mad. I'll tell you why. Because there were so many old people at the store today. I'm guessing probably because Thanksgiving's coming up and they're trying to get their stuff. Fine. And I don't dislike old people, but why can't I strategically get around these people? I still have to pass them anyways, so I'm getting close to them going the same direction because they don't know what they're looking for. And the only thing they have planned today is finding one can of something in that grocery store. So it's stupid. I want to be able to, I don't want to have to circle the grocery store 20 times when I'm looking for something. It makes me mad because I don't think it promotes social distancing.
It does not promote social distancing. The aisles are too close together to promote any social distancing unless you're actually truly waiting 6 feet behind people. And then there's the people that are not self-aware of how dumb they are. Like, they literally have no awareness of anything around them. None whatsoever. And I'm like, do you not see?
Spatial awareness does not exist.
They don't
in their
get
world.
it. They're in their own, like, I need tomato sauce, and they're like, and they have their carts in the middle of the thing. I will move
that
people's
drives
carts.
Me insane.
I was at Walmart the other day.
And you leave
I
your
moved a guy's cart. I'm like,
away from it to look at stuff.
I get suit. You're right. That's a good grievance. The arrows.
What time did you go?
I was there early too. I was there probably 10 after 9.
That's the issue.
Is that why?
Yeah,
it's a bad time.
There's like I think there's like a seniors time. Like if you go
early morning senior time
between like 8 and 9, the first hour the store opens is like senior.
Oh, they didn't kick me out though.
Well,
you can go, but it's supposed to be designated. For,
okay.
Like, they won't kick you out, but they're just saying it's whatever.
Oh, maybe I didn't even think of that.
Jeff, did you bring your walker with you this time?
But my bones
that is
are
a
still
good
cracking
grievance
from jumping out that tree the other day.
That is a good grievance because he's right. The arrows do nothing.
It's so aggravating.
Because I'm walking by people, and you know what? I'm going down
if there's nobody in the aisle, I go the wrong way.
I'm going the wrong way too. F you guys. I'm going. I need those Doritos, and they're on. There's one aisle at the grocery store, the one close to us. There's 2 aisles of like shampoo and stuff, and they're both arrowed this way. So there's no way you have to go up it, go down a different aisle, come back up the other one to get toilet paper. It's
so
stupid.
aggravating.
Stop.
It doesn't make sense.
Let's stop
if it
with
made
that garbage.
sense, I'd be okay with it. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Okay, Tom, grievance. No, I'll give you my grievance because Tom's going to go into the next one.
Go ahead.
I drive a Tesla. Did you guys know that?
No, I hadn't heard. How do you like this?
When did
how
you
is
get
it pronounced?
that?
How do you say this?
Tesla.
Never heard.
Huh.
I never heard that.
This is a vehicle?
This is my ride. It's
really?
my ride. The other day I'm driving.
Josh drives a Tesla.
The other day I'm driving, and you'll get these, like, I don't know what you call these guys. They drive like souped up Hondas, and they drive up. They drive like it doesn't even have to be a Honda. It could be like a Hyundai, and they put a 4-inch pipe on the back.
A huge pipe. Yep.
To make it. And I'm like,
Did it have a spoiler too?
Yeah, it has a spoiler. It has everything, and it's lowered. It's got the balls hanging off the back and all this stuff, the weird stuff. Like it's got the eyelashes
I've
on
never
the.
quite understood that, but sure.
But here's the thing I don't get: is what makes me mad is not that you want to pimp out your car, because if you love your car, you love that's cool. Love that. But when it's so loud and you're like, you hear this, and it's going this fast.
Sounds like a tin can.
But it's going like this.
I love how old you seem when you're grieving. This is the best.
I look, I'm like, there's gonna be a fast car coming, and it's driving really slow, and it sounds like a race car. I get it if it's fast. I'm like, cool, that's a fast car. But why make it sound fast and loud when it's literally you're coming from a stop sign?
Yeah.
I hate that.
They literally strapped a coffee can to the tailpipe so that it just
like, what is the point?
I had a buddy in high school who
I
strapped one of those apple juice cans onto his to make fun of people that do it.
I just don't understand the like. Okay, I drove the Tesla or the Porsche Taycan the other day, right?
Yeah.
And it was amazing, and it has a built-in sound, which is
really?
oh my gosh, and it makes like the visceral like haptic feedback of the sound plus the motor, the thing going was amazing. It's not loud, but it's like this cool
gives you that
computer
sound,
motorized sound, amazing. So I get the idea of the haptics of it, right? To feel the power, but when you're coming by in a Hyundai Sonata with one of those on there, it doesn't make sense to me. Like it does not, and you're not going fast, and it sounds like you are. I'm old, I get it, but that to me is so dumb. Stop doing it.
Trisha would be high-fiving you right now. That is her grievance literally every single day. She hates loud noises to begin with, and when they're useless loud noises,
hates me.
She's so mad.
Oh, Josh is coming over. I'm gonna head out.
I gotta go.
I gotta go do things bingo or whatever. Guys, we should do one of these from bingo. We should do a live from bingo.
Like actually play
Go to bingo.
and get cancer? Do they still do that? No, you can't.
No, you're not to smoke
No, you
inside.
don't have to smoke
But they
anymore.
will give us
It probably
like
still smells like
dirty
it,
eyeballs the whole time because they hate us.
For sure.
Let's do it. Okay, we're doing it. Okay, Tom, what's your grievance?
We're going to get murdered by old ladies at bingo.
Like knitting needles?
My grievance. It is political a little, so
Whoa.
yeah, I know.
It's okay. We're in this world right
Here's
now.
my grievance.
Okay.
Celebrities on social media
Yep. Not Chris Pratt, though. Chris Pratt, we love you.
telling you to vote a certain way. I'm not following you because I want your political opinion. I'm following you because you're funny. I'm following you because you're a great actor.
You're
you
hot.
do great things, whatever
Pratt.
it is. Why do I don't need your political opinion. I'll go to a political expert if I want a political opinion. Right?
I get it.
Who wronged you this week?
Oh, there's lots of people that do this.
Oh, yeah?
I just saw a photo this morning. It was a former country singer turned pop singer of the female variety.
Oh.
Who
T-Swizzy.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Who was trying to get people to vote for Biden.
Yeah.
I'm like, you've been making millions off of singing about how many wrong choices you've made in males. Why are you trying to tell me which one to vote for? Like, come on.
That's good.
If Taylor Swift is telling you to go for a dude,
Yeah,
go the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
because Taylor
Right.
Swift, you're beautiful. We love you. Your music's great. Dang, girl. I mean, there's one common denominator in this one, and it's you. These guys all want, I feel like you get into Taylor Swift's world and you're like, yeah, she's really nice. And you're like, oh, there's just something. There's just something. If she wasn't a famous country singer, I think she'd be a serial killer.
She's not a country singer anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry, pop star.
Singer. She moved from Nashville to
Are you
LA.
talking about when they did the PSA about getting naked?
Oh, that one's terrible too.
Have you seen this, Jeff?
No.
Oh,
Sarah
Jeff,
Silverman.
you
Oh
need
my
to see it.
goodness.
Yeah, this is the one with all the celebrities because that YouTuber did it.
Okay,
Right?
well, Sarah
Here's
Silverman's
what
holding
happened,
her
Jeff.
boobs.
Okay, there's a YouTuber
Yeah.
who told people on her channel that if they provide proof that they vote for Biden, she will send them nudes. Like legit.
How do you provide that proof?
When you take a picture of your voting.
Yeah,
Okay.
10,000 people did it.
Are you serious?
10,000.
I mean,
Come on, bros.
gross.
And like,
But this is what
Okay, let's watch it. Watch it right here.
they give nude pictures.
Where's
some
my,
of these
why is my
celebs
volume not
for
coming
less than that, right? Just give them a couple bucks, they'll do the same, right?
it's
Okay, watch.
I'm naked.
I'm completely butt-ass naked.
I'm naked.
I'm like
Oh,
naked.
it's not.
There isn't
Oh.
a man behind
to
me.
see these
are
old,
my hands.
washed up sluts
Why you want
naked.
me to be naked?
I know you're thinking Ruffalo, put your clothes on.
Yes.
To be honest, I wish I could
cover my hands with my boobs, but here we are.
I'm here to talk to you about voting.
Did you know that ballots could be naked?
And if you don't do exactly what I tell you, your ballot could get thrown out.
This is my ballot. Just
Who is that?
old
First of
guy.
all, when your ballot comes, you're supposed to read the instructions.
Read and follow the instructions that come
Why do you have
with
to
your
be naked
ballot.
for this?
If they say to use a
So
black
that's
pen,
just about
use a
that.
black pen.
I know that's like
It's the
literally
dumbest thing I've
the
ever
least
seen.
sexy thing a completely naked person could say.
You know what? I'm happy for them to tell people to vote.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But the issue is
but
that
like-
every single person in this video is a Democrat
And naked.
and naked, and they're not.
Well,
They're,
it's only headshots. You're just the whole naked
Right.
thing
Yeah,
was the
but-
naked ballot. So I kind of get it, but
but the issue is if you want to read the comments on YouTube on this, a bitch is being ratioed.
Have you? So the
Yeah, the 3.9 downvotes, 3.9 thousand downvotes versus 1.1 upvotes. Because again, that's what you're saying. If the message is vote because it's important, fine. But then why don't you just bipartisan the nakedness?
Anyways, that YouTuber, she's unverified now. She can get charged for buying people's votes.
because yeah.
oh really?
I didn't know that.
And then it's
because she
illegal.
specifically said, "I will do this if you do this."
Right. And it's illegal.
Right. That's
illegal?
It's illegal to take pictures of your votes too and send them to people. So anybody who sent it
So this
to her
person
could
might be-
also get
this-
fined or whatever.
Oh wow,
So yeah, it's
that's gonna
just-
blow up.
Oh yeah.
All right, dudes, let's wash that segment down with some Timmy Hose.
They're all right.
Jeff brought these for my wife for her
for-
birthday.
it's Kathy's
It's
birthday.
Kathy's birthday, everybody. So if you want to head over to her, whatever, Instagram, I'll put it on my Instagram. Say, wish her happy birthday. Oh, dudes. Jeff gets the good ones. He knows. Jeff doesn't get the plain. Jeff knows which ones to get. Tom, would you like a donut?
Yeah, I'm kind of
Let's see.
conflicted on what I'm going to
know,
pick,
right?
though.
Yeah, you got to pick though. What are you gonna pick?
Probably a
Boss.
fritter. I think I'm going to
Yeah,
go
the
with
fritter.
a fritter.
Nice.
That's probably what Jeff's going to go
Fritter
for.
or
Nice.
cruller were going to be
Remember,
my
the
choice.
apple pie fritters are not going to bring back Tim Hortons. Stop being douchebags. Bring back the apple pie fritter.
Oh, they were
Ooh,
so
Jeff's
good.
going maple.
Canadian maple's where
Jeff's
I'm
sticking
at.
to the maple. I'm going cruller.
You
Cruller.
guaranteed the lovely people of America that are watching this do not
These are
know what
delicious.
the Canadian maple is.
You don't.
The
You don't have
Canadian
it?
maple. So this takes the velvety deliciousness of the cream that comes from Boston,
Yep.
puts it in a yeast donut, and then covers it with the delicious nectar milked from the mother maple and reduced down to this
That was an
glaze of
incredible
goodness.
That was-
description.
Yeah,
Jeff,
that's
very
a
well done.
glorious
Poetic
description.
and beautiful. You're in the wrong line of work, bro.
Yeah, stop asking me to tell stupid jokes. Get me to describe delicious foods.
For a vegan-ish person, is really good at describing delicious food.
Yeah, food is
Because he
delicious.
doesn't get any good food anymore. So
What? That is not true. This is
Eats
not good for
leaves
me
and
though.
bark now.
I've been eating so much fiber.
Jeff, tell me about this fiber diet you're on. Jeff had to go to the
Well-
hospital.
Yeah. So I go to the Emerge. I try to eat healthy, but I still end up in the stupid Emerge because now my intestines don't work properly or something.
Should teach you something right there.
No, see, that's
Eat more
incorrect.
red
meat.
I disagree. So diverticulosis, I believe, is what they diagnosed me with. So
Yeah,
what
my
that
dad
is
has
it?
that.
Yeah. Apparently, anybody
Sucks.
over 40, if you go in, you've got the precursor for
You
it.
got it.
It's just whether or not something gets lodged in there and gets infected. So I happen to get something in there, got infected. So, anyways, the preventative measures that you would take to avoid an attack of diverticulosis is a high fiber diet. That's what they recommend. So I've been really trying because I already do as many plants as I can in a day. But then I went, you know what? I need to be more purposeful about this. So I went, before I got here today at 10 a.m. to start this, 3 epic dumps.
You got here at 10.
I know.
What time did you get up?
I got up at like 7:30.
How did you get 3 epic dumps in
I'm
that
not
time?
sure.
of time?
I don't know. Fiber.
Your body is cleaned out.
One an
it was
hour. Do you have to go right
miraculous.
now?
I don't know. It's
'Cause you're
gone.
cleaned out.
Yeah, but it was amazing.
So that's it. High
Metamucil.
fiber. Metamucil. Is that
Metamucil.
Does it
So
work?
interesting fact about Metamucil,
Oh,
though.
here we go. It's my chair.
Oh.
Metamucil, from what I've heard, cannot be consumed by your microbiome. So the good bugs in your gut doesn't consume. So it will bulk up your stool, but it doesn't feed the bacteria in your gut like you should. So you want prebiotics, which is like leafy greens, whole grains, and beans. Are you farting over there? Is that?
No, my chair's squeaking.
Sure it is. All
Cool.
right.
All right. So let's get into
Cool. Poop.
hot topics, everybody. What's happening in the world of hot topics? What's going on? Do you guys know what's going on? Do you guys watch any?
Elections.
Do you guys are you into the tune of the world?
Not really.
there's not really much going on, is there?
No, I'll tell you what's going on. I'll tell you a hot topic.
COVID.
So I was talking to neighbors last night because, you hardly talk to anybody anymore because of this COVID thing. Literally all we talked about was what you're watching on Netflix. Because that's all anybody does.
There's no hot topic. I mean, if you look from the hot topics from when we started the last podcast to now, holy shit, some stuff has gone down. COVID. Like COVID has been insane.
That's something, yeah.
They think now they're saying they're going back to, we might be going to phase 2 back in Ontario. Like it's getting crazy again.
They're supposed to announce that today. Probably like right now.
Oh, okay. We'll just keep an eye on that. I mean, it's just getting crazy. I mean, people are, you know what I'm hearing from people? Not myself, because my wife would never let this happen. People are just done with it and they don't care. They're secretly just getting together and just doing the old way. Even though you can't go to stores and restaurants and all this stuff, you can here, mask. But now they're saying mask, bite, mask. No joke.
Come on.
That's what they're saying. I'm not sure if it was New York City that released a poster that said, when you take a bite, put your mask back on when you're done eating, and then lift it for a bite. And then someone said, how many times are you putting your hands in your face and touching your mask? It's just the worst thing. There's so many people coming out with all this advice because they think they need to, when it's just like, if you're in danger of this thing, stay home, get the help you need. The government should be stepping in to help those who really need. And I'm a firm believer, let the world get back to the world. Those who are really not at risk of this thing, get back to the world. And some people will hate me for saying that.
There's countries that have done that though, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it
Sweden?
Denmark and Sweden? Like Denmark too, right? Am I wrong on that one? I'm pretty
probably.
sure.
Yep.
I mean,
again,
less population, I guess, and
there's 124. I heard this on the radio this morning.
Okay.
124 active cases in our region, and what do we have? Like 700,000 people in our region.
Yeah.
124 to 700,000. Like,
I just feel like
that's not much.
It's not, but at the same time, it's like people are like, well, for me even saying that, like, keep the vulnerable population hidden away. Let them choose. Let them choose. And so they're safe until we can figure this out, get this under control. And then let the people who generally will not die from this get out to the world. And someone will hate me for saying that because someone will die. I'm like, well, someone will die from going out without a bike helmet on. Someone will die with getting the flu this year. Someone will die from a common cold this year. Someone will die from a million. There's never not risk in living our lives. There's never not risk. There's always risk whenever you take a step out of your door. Even in your door. If your wife doesn't like you, get near some stairs, you could be falling down the stairs and break your neck. I'm just saying, it happens all the time. There's risk. But if we protect the vulnerable population,
this microphone sucks.
That's what she said.
There's a show on Netflix about that, actually, about a case.
Really?
Of they think the husband shoved his wife down the stairway.
Oh, that happens all the time.
Died?
Yeah, what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. It's a big one.
Oh yeah,
it was a big case. Yeah. We should do a real crime part on this. What's happening in real crime? Are you into that?
I'm listening to. I know it's old, but In the Dark right now. The podcast. Have you heard?
I've never heard of it.
So good.
Well, let's get into it. What are you listening to?
It's a guy who was convicted of a quadruple murder.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone to court. It's gone through the court 6 times. It's on its 7th time, what I'm listening to. And they just keep finding reasons like why there's so much shade in the prosecution and stuff.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Wow.
Very good.
Real crime is good. It's fun. It's exciting. Like if you get into it, podcasting, I'm honestly just listening to like politics right now because it's crazy. Like it's just in the next couple of weeks, you're going to see this rhetoric ramp up, and there's going to be some major scandals that are about to drop on both sides of the aisle. It's going to just be mind blowing what they're digging up and what they're waiting for. That's why people are waiting. They're waiting for these big balls to drop. Where they're like, that's what she said. What are you listening to, Jeff? Anything?
Yeah, podcast wise, I'm listening to Under the Serial banner. They've got a new one out called. Yeah, but I don't know if it's true crime, so it's a little different, but it's still very interesting. It's a New York Times author, I believe, interviewer, and she was doing a story on schools in New York and white people.
Okay.
So I've only listened to episode 1, but it was very intriguing.
They're the best.
But it's not done by Serial. It's done.
This American Life or whatever it's called. That's
not This American. Like it's under the Serial banner. So if you go to Serial, it's called Nice White Parents or something like that. So it's basically about episode 1. These parents come into an area. They want to get their kids into certain schools, and apparently you can like tour schools and choose where you want to go in this particular area. The schools are very full, the ones that already have a ton of white kids at them. So then they go to this other school that's looking, because apparently there, the amount of kids that you have in your school determines how much money your school gets, right? So these guys go to there, and the principal basically says, hey, we'll start running the French program you want if you come here. A bunch of them come, and then it's the way the way things get manipulated. So like I said, I don't know enough about it to really comment because I've only listened to most of the first episode, but I'm intrigued.
I've been not too many podcasts. Doing a lot of audiobooks. I'm going through the whole Bryce Courtney series again. I love it. I love Audible for that stuff. Bryce Courtney is my favorite author, so I do a lot of driving now, more than I ever did before, because I'm going out to like apartments in Toronto.
Really?
And
what are you
condos.
driving?
I drive in this car. I have a Tesla. Yeah, you guys.
I thought
you
that
ever
was
heard
a
of it?
bike.
Well, no, it's this car that's all electric. It's it drives itself. It's really amazing.
Sounds incredible.
I mean,
I had no clue you had one of those.
I just figure you guys. You should take a look afterwards.
We'll go look after. What are we on to
All right,
now?
I want to get into more about something that's going on. What are you watching? We're all watching the same thing, guys. We're watching the same thing. We know it because we're texting each other.
1, 2, 3 at the same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
The
Little Women.
Boys.
Not Little Women?
It's The Boys.
It's The Boys.
Not
of course
Little
it's
Women.
The Boys.
Yeah.
Is Little Women a TV show?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
How
it's
do
on
you
there.
know
It was a
that?
movie.
You
I've seen
do
it
watch
on
it.
there.
Or something.
What's that one about the handmaids and our baby makers?
Handmaid's Tale.
That's what it is?
Yeah, I've heard it's good.
It's filmed over here
Where?
in the Big C.
Oh, yeah?
It is.
Oh yeah.
I mean, people are going to
Downtown.
whatever. Anyway.
The Big C. Whoa. What are we talking about?
Disguise the name. The Handmaid's Tale. No one will know.
The Boys. If you're not watching The Boys, oh my gosh, get Prime and go watch The Boys.
I wouldn't say that The Boys is for everybody.
Oh no, that's definitely not
It
for
is
everybody. No.
Who's it not for?
My wife would.
My wife
hate
would
it.
not.
Oh,
wanna
okay, you're
watch
right. My
it.
wife doesn't like it either.
It's
Dang
just
it.
super violent, right?
Yeah, which is
Extremely.
awesome.
And some people love that, but it's
graphic.
Okay, so
grotesquely violent.
it's not for girls to
that
watch.
whale scene was
Oh my
amazing.
gosh.
My word.
So good.
So half the people that watch this, 98% of the people who watch this probably aren't going to like The Boys.
No.
But we
Well,
like The
that
Boys.
might not be true though.
No, okay, so
I
let's
work
say-
with a guy whose wife loves it.
Really?
Okay. So yeah, but
So
just Trish wouldn't. for
The
sure.
premise of my wife too. The premise and your wife too. The premise of the show is basically we live in a world of superheroes, and they're controlled by a corporation. They're commercialized.
Yeah.
They have movies.
Yeah.
They have merch and all this stuff. They make billions of dollars. They're used by the government. And they have like lobbying power, and it's just basically the back end of a corporate superhero world, and it's really crazy.
Yeah,
And
don't ruin it for anybody. 'Cause-
I'm not going to ruin it anymore. But oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's
it's great.
show.
It's like
Yeah.
if superheroes really existed, what it probably
This is
would be like.
exactly what it would be like.
Exactly.
Which is like that movie that we watched. I don't know if you watched it, Tom. What was the one?
Brightburn.
Brightburn. Seen Brightburn?
No.
Oh gosh, go watch it, dude.
Brightburn's more of like an origin story though, where
Yeah.
it's like a kid coming into his superpowers.
He's like Superman, basically powers came from space, all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's basically the Superman
The
origin
story
story.
is yeah.
But he's a villain as a kid, and it's really grotesque
Because he realizes that he doesn't have to do what anybody says.
Right.
Right?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
I gotcha.
dude! You gotta
Yeah.
watch. I'm gonna watch Brightburn tonight.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
the
good.
boys
I'll
are on
check it
tonight.
out.
The boys are on tonight. I gotta watch that. Maybe we'll live stream it. We'll see. We'll do a chat with you guys. I'm very excited about the boys. If you're not watching the boys, watch the boys. Very, very, very well done. I mean, it's probably the most watched show on streaming platforms. No joke.
Oh yeah, that's what
It
everybody's
is
loving
the
right now.
most
Yeah.
watched over
Well, it's 'cause
Netflix,
everybody-
over anything.
Because COVID, everybody's finished Netflix, so now
it's
it's the only thing that's left.
You get to the end of the day. You finished Netflix. Would you like to restart?
If you want something with your wife to watch, All American, it's very good.
New?
It's new. There's 2 seasons.
Okay.
And
What's
there's
All
a third
American?
one coming out. It's about a kid from like the projects in LA. I don't know if it's Compton or what it is, but
Okay.
and he's a really good football player. He gets recruited by
I'm in.
a school in like a high school in
Like a rich area?
a rich area, the hills or whatever.
Yeah.
And it sort of follows that storyline. It's loosely based on a true story of like an NFL player.
So it's like Friday Night Lights kind of thing?
It's like Friday Night Lights meets the OC.
I mean,
It's good. Now it's hard to get in Canada.
why?
Very hard
What's
to
on
get.
Crave or something like that?
It's on some American
Popcorn time?
channel.
Sure, you get it with your Nord.
You can buy you can
NordVPN.
buy it on YouTube or
You can buy it on
NordVPN.
YouTube. NordVPN and Popcorn Time it? Okay,
It's
I'm gonna
on
watch it.
YouTube if you want to actually
Okay.
like legitimately pay for it.
Is it well
but-
done? Well filmed?
It's
Good music?
incredible.
Like Friday Night Lights music was
Oh, it's on
unreal.
a huge network in the
Okay.
States.
I'm in. I'll watch that.
Nice.
Friday Night Lights
I'd
is
watch
really
that.
good. Like,
It's one of my all-time favorites.
I never
it's-
watched that.
Oh, Jeff.
Coach
Really?
is like maybe
my
my
gosh.
favorite
Yeah.
character of all time. Or
You gotta watch it.
Or Riggs. I love
Riggs.
Tim Riggins.
My wife has a huge boner for Tim Riggins. Like, even like he's her favorite person on earth. And I'm okay with it. Like, if she left me for Tim Riggins, I'm like, fine. What am I going to say? What am I saying? It's Tim Riggins.
Texas forever.
It's Texas. He's this Texas, like, bad boy, like, heartthrob
This
who,
isn't
like...
selling it for me.
Clear eyes, full hearts.
Can't lose.
Can't lose.
Clear eyes, full
No,
hearts.
that's good.
Can't lose.
Can't lose.
Can't
That's-
lose.
It's a good
Matt
attitude, I
Searson.
guess.
I love Matt Searson. I wish they would have turned him into a better football player because he was okay. Like, he
Yeah.
was good for a second ring or a second line quarterback, but his story was really, really hard. I'm actually glad they didn't, but I wish they did. You know what I mean? They made it more real
Yeah.
because he actually wasn't as good as... He was
Oh,
good, but
yeah,
not good
yeah,
enough.
Yeah.
And his story was so sad, man. Very good show. You need to watch Friday Night. Your
Okay.
wife will love it.
Gonna watch
Your
it?
wife
Yeah,
will love it.
It's
Done.
a good, yeah.
All right,
Good
let's
show
get
to watch
into,
as well.
Is Reese Witherspoon in it? My wife
No.
loves Reese.
No.
Reese Witherspoon
No, she's
for
not.
Oh.
my wife is like Chris Pratt. For
Then
us.
you got to watch The Morning Show on Apple TV.
Okay.
Oh,
She'll
yeah.
watch it.
You need to watch The Morning. You've seen The Morning Show?
No.
Both of you watch The Morning Show.
I have Apple TV now.
The Morning Show is so good.
Can
It's got-
I throw a grievance up about Apple TV?
Sure.
I hate that
Why?
platform because I hate how I can't tell what I can watch and what I can't, what I have to pay for and what I don't.
How did I watch The Morning Show? Must have been on Popcorn Time. You're right. That's true.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's the way they have it
Have you
set
seen
up.
Have you
Apple
seen
one too.
Bloodline on Netflix? Bloodline.
Bloodline. What is that?
Oh, come on.
Dude,
Wait,
like, I have
why do-
time.
Who are
why do
you
I know what
guys?
that is?
What is it about? Like,
It's
Vampires?
Kyle Chandler is the main
who's that?
coach.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in.
He's a cop, and it's. I don't want to spoil.
Okay.
it,
Is
but
it
it's-
good, though? Is it vampires?
No vampires. No. It's really good.
I'm glad it's not vampires.
I'll watch it.
It's
If
like
you'd
a
said it was vampires, I would not have watched
family
it.
Okay.
struggle.
Oh, is it
and
with rich
it's-
people? I think Kathy's watching it.
No, rich
Okay,
people.
I don't know.
No. It's very good.
Okay, I'll watch it.
It's about a blood donor clinic.
It's really boring. Okay, parenting tip of the week. Anybody have any parenting tips for people who are out there parenting?
I think with COVID on now, the parenting tip of the week is go for a walk so you can get away from them.
get out
That's
of the
my
house.
parenting tip of the
that
week.
you're right on
I'm
it.
not even joking.
You're right on it, guys. During COVID, here's one of the scary. I'm going to show you guys a video, so I want you to react to it. One of the scariest things about COVID, especially when it comes to kids who are being abused at home, is that it's tripled, quadrupled now because they can't get away from it. They don't have school to go escape from it. I released a video a little while ago of a girl getting beat by her mom live on Instagram with a belt like 100 times. I'm pretty sure that woman has been arrested
How is
now.
that on Instagram?
She lived it because her daughter wasn't supposed to be on Instagram, so she went live and said, "See what you do when you go live," and she beat her with a belt like 100
Come
times,
on.
smashed her head into a wall, did all these crazy, hit her on the, was over hitting her and just
This
screaming
lady's
at
in
her.
prison, correct?
The cops have called me.
needs to
They
be.
got the video and they said they're investigating right now. So I hope that they've gone to her house and I hope something has happened. They said they're going to keep me up to date, so I have to update on it. But because I released that video,
Holy.
YouTube copyright striked me because you're not supposed to put pictures of kids being hurt.
Yeah.
Which I get, but this is,
insane.
and here's, and I'm gonna show you guys another video. But well, it's not that, it's not as bad as the other one that I showed on my YouTube channel. What?
I love that poster. I love this.
Fired. Okay, here, watch. Can you see that, Tom? Jeff?
Yep. Why is this happening?
Grabs the other kid.
Where is this? Can you make it stop?
Yeah, it's done. Okay, here's the story of this. This guy's hitting these kids with a belt really hard.
I don't feel good right now.
I know, right? So, did you get beat with a belt when you were a kid?
No.
I did. And so,
Yeah, I had the belt.
so that freaks me out.
But
I
like
got the wooden
that?
spoon.
Yeah, man, I got
That's
that a lot.
crazy, man.
I got that a lot. Not just the belt. I got fly swatters. I got wooden spoons. I got, like, it was crazy what
I
happened.
understand
to me.
maybe once with a fly swatter. but
Like, tons of times. I got beat once a week.
why
Like
is
that.
it? What is this? Where is
Okay,
this?
here's
What
the
is
story. This is
happening?
in the South. And so this lady posted this video. All these people are sitting around in this barbershop or whatever this is, watching, and they're laughing at this kid getting beat by this guy. This is not their dad. This guy owns the shop.
Come on.
He said, don't steal, he's saying, don't steal, don't steal, don't steal, and he's hitting them. He owns a shop. Apparently they allegedly stole from his shop, and he's beating them. And this lady posted this, Alitza Shulamith Israel. I don't know her name, whatever. I'm going to post it again because she posted it, and she's like, let's make beatings great again. No joke is what she
Come
posted.
on.
In this, and I reached out, in their culture, in this culture, black culture, whatever, beating your kids is normal. That when I posted of the other girl beating her daughter, again, same culture, black culture, where beating your kids is like a normal thing, where they're teaching them respect by beating them with belts, with everything. And everybody in that comment section is like, yeah, this is great. Bring this back. This is important. We need to beat our kids. So I saw this video, and she's all laughing at people who are messaging her saying, this is atrocious. This is new. that guy should go to jail, as far as I'm concerned. First of all, even if it is your kids, he should still go to jail. You should never, ever, 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 ever hit your kid with a weapon.
No.
And that was a violent beating.
Oh, he was.
That wasn't.
Those kids are like 30.
That
He's smashing them, holding them off, smashing them as hard as he can. This guy's he's like 6'5",
he's a
250
big
pound
dude.
guy hitting them with a belt.
Yeah, that wasn't a corrective smack.
Nope.
That was a frightening beating.
That was a beat down. Yeah.
And so this is viral now, 7 million views on that video. This guy's going to go to jail. And if he doesn't, I'm going to why aren't I don't understand this whole, it's a cultural thing. And it seems to be because she's talking about this and everybody who's agreeing with her are all from the same culture. They're all saying, yes, this is important. Can somebody out there explain to me why it's okay to hit your kid with a weapon? Like I get a spanking, right? I will never spank my kids, but I get that. I get the spanking,
People
you know,
spank their
maybe you
kids,
got to
yeah.
like manhandle them a little bit to like come here. Like I'm just saying there is precedent for, and even there's laws for specific corporal punishment you're allowed to give your kids in certain states. There is, it really does happen. But if someone can give me a real explanation of why that's okay and why they think that, because a lot of them will say, well, this is how these kids will grow up to learn to respect people now.
Yeah, and I believe that the counter argument to that would be that they would grow up to know fear would be true. Now, I don't
He
even know where to
beat
go
those
with that.
kids really hardly with a weapon, and he's not their family. Even if they stole, and let's say they did, call the police.
Exactly.
They're saying, no, this is what we need to do because police aren't going to do anything about it. You do not get to abuse and assault a person who's especially not your own kid at all. And while their parents are watching him do it, no, he said, go get your mama. So his parents weren't there. He was beating these kids and their mom wasn't there.
Their parent wasn't.
But these other guys sitting in the shop are all laughing at these kids getting beat. I can't understand this, that it's cultural.
No.
So I think if anything, you guys are upset about that, reach out and figure out who this guy is. Let's see if we can get him arrested because that is unacceptable. That's my parenting tip of the week. Don't hit your kid with a belt.
I can't imagine the psychological damage that I feel would be done here. And I'll tell you why. I remember probably being about those kids' age. My dad took me to the hockey arena when he would go to play hockey. Yep. And he would basically get out, go into the change room, and then I wouldn't see him until it was over, right? And I'd be running around, and the puck would go over the boards, and I'd go out and get the puck and throw it back in. And I remember one time sitting on the back of the bench where the guys were, and a puck went over. So in my mind, I thought, I'm going to go run and get that puck, but they need a puck. So I picked up the puck that was there, and I threw it onto the ice. And one of the guys on the bench turned around and lost it on me, like yelled at me.
Yeah.
He didn't beat me. He didn't hit me. It messed me up though. I didn't want to go back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I didn't mean to do something wrong.
Yeah.
This guy freaked out on me.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I was helping, and then I get talked to this way. Like that messed me up. I can't imagine what that does to a kid.
It's like, hey kid, next time maybe just go grab the puck. Don't throw one of these ones.
Yeah.
How hard is that?
Because people are,
Right?
because these people exist.
And maybe in his mind, he probably didn't think he did anything or whatever. Like he didn't like.
Probably sounds like that's how he talks to his kids. Probably.
All I know is the way that I felt was like this.
Yeah.
After that, I can't imagine being beat in front of a room of people.
Well, I mean, if this is cultural, these kids get beat like this all the time. So it's not like something new. You should, again, beating your kids, and I will talk, maybe we should bring Dr. Kirk on for this one because this is a hard psychological question, is that there's never, ever, ever, ever any good things that ever come from beating your kid with a belt. There's nothing ever good that can come from that. I'm sorry. It is psychologically, physically damaging. I have a visceral reaction when I see kids being beat with, because I know what it feels like. And
I still feel slightly a little bit light.
I know,
not
right?
Good about that.
It's weird, right? And
I don't like it.
If that does that to a human, it's never. I saw it a bunch of times, so I'm a little bit desensitized to it. But watching that, you get a reaction to it. And so, I just want to say, like, parenting tip of the week, COVID is here, guys. Understand that your kids are also going through as much crap as you are, and maybe sometimes Weston never cries about stuff. Before school started, he broke my heart by saying he's broke down crying. He's never done this before, and says he misses his friends. And it's like the hardest thing I ever heard. And he's never done that before. This is as bad. And let's not forget the kids that are stuck at home with abusive parents, because this is a real thing that's happening, and it's worse for them than anything else.
It's bad for them. It's bad for you psychologically, but you as an adult need to realize that, and you need to take some time to make sure that you
de-stress yourself.
Yeah, de-stress.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, people don't want to hear it. They don't want to think that they got to leave their house and go for a walk. But I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, maybe
You gotta do something.
maybe the other parenting tip of the week is self-care of parents too. Make sure that you find a way to take a break from all this.
Even Dr. Kirk said that to us on one of our podcasts. I can't remember which one. It's probably one where I was complaining about being in arguments with my kids. But he even said for himself, he'll go for a walk, throw his headphones on, and take off for a bit so he can come back and have a sensible
and don't feel guilty as a
about
parent who's going through COVID as well to feel like that you're not being perfect because everybody's struggling. And if that means that you have to put your kid at grandma's house for a week, whatever it is, self-care is important as a parent. Go. Single moms out there, go. Figure it out. Do not feel guilty for getting out and taking a break. I agree, right?
Can you just leave the kids on grandma's
just
porch?
Just leave them there.
Drive away.
Run away really fast.
Honk on your way.
COVID
so
be
grandma
damned.
knows they're there.
I need a break.
All right. That was a hard one to watch. I wanted to bring that because I think that thing's going viral. And
You didn't tell us you were doing that either.
Sorry,
I
I
like
Words out of my.
Yeah, that guy needs to be in jail. I don't care if those kids stole. You never ever that is assault. By the way, it's assault straight up. Because he doesn't know them or he's not connected to them in any way. He's just a shop owner, and these kids might have stolen from him. But in this world, you get arrested for that. I'm sorry, you do. You cannot assault somebody. Let the police deal with it. So anyway, let's get into something a little bit more chill. YouTube drama. Jeff's favorite time of the week. I'm just kidding. There is something I want to talk about though. Jeff and I have disaster detailing. We're probably going to clean Tom's car soon, but there is a little bit of drama I want to bring to your attention. I know you hate this genre, but this is you'll be on with this one.
Now I know what you're going to talk about. I'm okay.
So James Stauffer has a thing called Stauffer Garage. We started disaster detailing in spite of James Stauffer, right? To say, how hard could this be? It's actually pretty hard.
It's hard work.
We love doing it, and it turned into something that we love doing.
Yeah,
we make jokes.
Funny.
We're funny. Jeff cleans most of the vehicle. We're funny. Jeff cleans most of the vehicle. I do most of the filming and editing, so I do most of the work. Anyway, it's funny.
Hey,
Jeff's he's super meticulous though. Like he's way better at it than I am. I will do certain things good, but Jeff's really good at like the detail stuff. If I leave a dust speck, he's like, I'll get that. Okay. And he eats it. So anyway, I had if you don't know anything about the James Stauffer and the Micah debacle, go watch the many videos I have of 30 plus videos I have.
Don't watch anything that they do though.
Yeah, but don't watch them. Basically, you know what you're going on. Anyway, so LillyBrush is a company that James would sell their brushes. He would get bulk brushes, and they're really good. I have a couple here I'll show you in a second. LillyBrush is amazing product. Okay, the whole thing went down with H.
Talk about LillyBrush though. Tell them about who they are.
Okay,
right. Sorry. No, like just who runs it. You don't have to show the product yet.
Yeah, LillyBrush is they're run by a couple of parents, moms, I think single moms too. This is their main source of income. They created this brush out of college. And they're really awesome.
Yeah.
And they reached out to us, and we've been speaking to them, and they just said, because I reached out to them for a comment initially about, hey, do you know that you're sponsoring this guy who did this? And they were getting a whole ton of hate for it. And they said, okay, then they came up with a response and said, we do not condone what James did, and so we are no longer going to sell him any brushes. Right? They said that.
Okay.
James flipped on them, and I'm sure they can show me the email where he said, well, he basically said, you guys are going to be sorry for doing this because this is a big source of his income, right? He already makes roughly probably $300,000 a year on his channel. He makes a lot of money cleaning one car a week.
And through selling their brushes on his Amazon links,
exactly.
he was making more.
Not even. No. He would drop ship these bad boys. He didn't do Amazon links. So he would order bulk of these.
Okay, got it.
So if you didn't know what they are, they're pet detailer brushes. So LillyBrush sent us a few of these for our own channel. We haven't cleaned any dog hair because we didn't get a...
we did.
Oh, we did.
One of those?
Which vehicle did we use this in?
It was the goat one?
No, it was the Jeep.
Yeah, it was the Jeep, right. So these are amazing. If you don't know anything about LillyBrush, they're amazing. And they're amazing because they said, look, we are not going to sell this to a person who has done some dirt to a little boy, adopting them, make money off them, and send them back. And they said they stood on their morals, and they said we can't because they're moms, right? And it's awesome. They're an amazing company. They do really, really great products, okay? LillyBrush reached out to me recently, and they've been getting inundated with 1-star reviews. And my conjecture is that it's Mike and James sending, because what happened was James brought in a Chinese knockoff of this, drop shipping. He got someone to make one, and he's flooding the market with cheap versions of this that aren't even close to as good as this. So if you go to Fox Clean and buy what you think is this, it is not this. It's not even anywhere near as close to as good as this. But he's leveraging his massive platform to sell these and trying to take them down by sending his people after LillyBrush to leave negative 1-star reviews.
Can you explain to me what the negative review would even say about this? Because
let's go.
This product does exactly what it says it does. It's nothing. It's not supposed to do multiple things. This does one thing, and it does it extremely well.
Yes, and again, it speaks volumes that he's so mad that he couldn't get any more. Detail Geek uses them. Anybody who's worth their salt in this industry uses LillyBrush.
Sure.
Okay. And I think, so I think what James is trying to do is bring his own stuff in, and like he's got a knockoff version of this, bringing it in, he's doing all that stuff. But so if you want to do something good for LillyBrush, who has stood their ground against James, and they're going after him, James going after them now, go leave them a positive review, buy the brush, because for every negative review that they get, they need 22 positive reviews to overcome it.
It's crazy.
So
22.
Why is that not an equal playing field? Why is one negative? That's dumb.
It's because you need 5 stars to overcome, like, because I don't know how the algorithm works. It's such a weird thing. It's all about stars, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So also, yeah, these
things are amazing too. I mean, I know we're not there yet, but with the way shipping's going because of this COVID crap, you need to start buying Christmas gifts. This thing would fit in a stocking, no problem. Awesome gift for dad, mom.
Tons of stockings. And if you go to LillyBrush.com, they have a whole bunch of different other cool detailing brushes and like stuff.
Yeah,
they have lots of cool stuff.
This is their flagship unit. Yeah, so I mean, I understand these guys. I mean, once you start making money, you want to make some more money, so you want to knock off LillyBrush. I don't quite get it. Share the wealth. They're doing this product right, top quality. They designed it. Don't rip them off.
Yeah. I mean, clearly all the details were using them before. So what's changed?
Yeah.
They're
exactly.
the gold standard in like detailing brushes. So go get a LillyBrush. That leads me into this cool dad gadgets thing that we're going to keep talking about, which is here's the first dad gadget. Get one of these.
Yeah.
What's a cool dad gadget that you guys want this year for Christmas?
I would love some wireless headphones.
Like good ones.
Good
Not
ones.
AirPod
I don't
Pros?
even know AirPod like from Apple.
Yeah.
They don't fit my ear properly.
You can get tips that squish and fit into your ear.
That's what I need, because you know the ones that come with your phone.
Yeah.
Those ones. They do not work for me.
They don't work for me either.
We went to
people say they love
McDonald's
them.
last night. McDonald's, yeah, I know.
I love McDonald's.
I
I'm
felt
not gonna
like
judge you.
garbage last night. Anyways, it's Monopoly apparently
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
why I'm going.
Won a $20 gift card for Skull Candy.
Did you really?
There you go.
Nice.
Headphones.
I don't know if Skull
Sweet.
Candy's any good.
I don't either,
Look, if
but-
you got money, if you were talking about quality, because we're going to talk about this year, is Christmas gifts for dad that don't suck, that are high quality. So don't buy dad 20 garbage gifts. Buy dad one quality gift.
I like it.
Blundstones. Something good.
Plus gifts of the flesh.
Gifts of the flesh.
Gifts of the
Dads don't
flesh,
even
sure,
want stuff.
always.
Wives, you know what you can do. BJ in a nap every day, all day. That's all we need. But if we're going to get gifts from family and all this stuff, pool it all together and get me a pair of Blundstones. Get a pair of nice things. If you're an audiophile like me, like I've been doing, I was a musician and everything else, I use custom molded in-ear headphones.
What are those things worth?
I have a pair over there.
$1,000,000?
$800 for a cheap pair.
Yeah.
Holy.
But there's also, if you guys want to know, if you want to get a nice pair of over the ear, they're on the desk right there. These are 16 driver in-ears. They're not wireless though. Okay, they're wired. 16 drivers on each phone. You've never heard better audio in your life. And in the equivalent, they're about $150. The equivalent of those in like customs are probably closer to $3,000 or $4,000.
Holy cow.
But the headroom is mind blowing.
Yeah.
Like inside of it's all about like frequency response. I can get into it all day long, but if you're gonna get dad something good, wait for the episodes coming up because we're gonna talk about excellent quality products to get for your dad and the man in your life that don't suck. And you're welcome.
Yeah, I like that.
So I'm
Maybe
excited
we can
about that
make a
episode.
poster about that.
Yeah.
We'll have
Gifts for
two-
dads
we'll
and the man in your life that don't suck ass.
have- and
TM.
there'll be two of us crying in the corner with crap gifts and one person
And
over
one
with
guy with-
sweet
It'll be Tom with all the
Blundstones
good
and
stuff.
headphones. Yeah.
I like that idea.
Tom has like slip covers for his underwear. That's how expensive his underwear are probably.
I never wear underwear twice. I wear them once and throw them
You just throw it like Madonna.
I want you to edit that so it just says he never wears underwear.
We're gonna put that at the end. We'll put that on Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, follow us
Instagram.
on all the majors. Are we closing it now?
Facebook.
Close it up. Close it up.
Twitter.
We're gone. We're gone.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining the OG cast of the Dad Challenge podcast. This is where it started. We love doing this. We love talking to each other about whatever. We have a lot of fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it and had a lot of fun too. They can follow us on all the
Instagram,
following
Facebook,
places.
Twitter,
Twitter.
MySpace.
MySpace and Craigslist.
Craigslist is OnlyFans. Tom's got his OnlyFans. Popping, man. You make like $5 a month now, don't you?
You know.
It's just your wife.
Subscription's going up.
I want to say though, future episodes, I can't wait. I think we should bring Dr. Kirk on to talk about abuse in kids and how you know all that thing we talked about today. Really, really important topic. I think that's going to be a big one, and I think I've had a couple suggestions from single moms about how do you raise. What are we missing? Not saying that they're missing anything, because single moms are amazing. But they're asking our opinion on what should single moms know about raising boys. And so we're going to do that, and I'm excited. We're going to have some fun with it. We're going to be serious about it, but we're also going to be like, you know, talk about things.
Cracking socks in half and stuff like that. So you guys need to know that.
You need to know the ins and outs of boys. And if you're
haven't hit the teenager stage yet.
Yeah, you just hit them with belts, basically.
Show them the video.
Yeah.
That'll be a tutorial video for how to properly. No, that's awful. Don't erase that video.
One of the main things as a single mom is you got to understand is that sock that is hard as a rock in the bedroom. We'll navigate you through the issues that are important to you.
Just show the kids where the washing machine is so they know to drop it off and close the lid.
I cracked a blanket. I love that part. Anyway, so guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being awesome. Thanks for not eating raisins. You know, we just
let's talk to Dr. Kirk about that. You guys are psychologically damaged if you can't eat a raisin.
Dude, raisins?
Never.
They're gross. Do you eat raisins?
Yes.
Why? It's because you're a vegan. It's all
What
you
does
have.
that have to do with
Because it's the
anything?
only candy you can eat. Wait, vegans can eat
That
candy.
doesn't even make it. I just ate a donut.
It's true.
And stop saying I'm a vegan. Man.
So you're veganish.
Veganish. Just veganish.
Yeah, I seriously don't get it. You don't like raisins. You don't like raisins.
No, never.
Nobody likes raisins,
They
Jeff.
make
It's
me
weird.
That's not
Serial
true.
killers like raisins.
So you won't eat any dehydrated fruit. You won't eat a dried apple. You won't eat a banana chip.
Depends.
They're close. Maybe.
I mean, I wouldn't consider it in the raisin family.
You won't eat an apricot?
No.
No, that's a raisin. That's a big raisin.
Never.
Have you ever tried a medjool date?
No? Do I look like I have that kind of money? Sounds expensive.
What are you drinking? This literally costs $19.
Tom bought this. He bought it for me. I would never buy
That
this.
is the most expensive diabetes you can buy, and you're complaining about a raisin.
Just saying, don't eat raisins. No. I mean,
I want to talk to Dr. Kirk about how you guys are psychologically damaged. Did I say that already?
Yeah.
Because we've done this closing 6 times now.
yeah, I mean, you and DMAC can eat raisins all you want, but Tom and I are on the.
D-Mac likes
You guys are on the
strong.
wrong side of history.
Okay, wait a
Standing
second.
strong over here.
D-Mac likes raisins?
That's what she said. That's all she eats is raisins.
Okay, forget it. I don't like raisins.
Score. Thank you for watching Dad Challenge Podcast, everybody. We will see you next week, and we're going to talk about some cool stuff. Christmas stuff's coming up. Guys, get ready. Be pumped. We are pumped. We're pumped? Are you pumped?
I'm pretty
You're pumped.
I'm glad we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Peace.
See ya.
I never wear underwear.